I'm still in the box though, because I'm not going in there while.
Sorry, exposed. Miss Red has just said that you're going to get unblocked. Like, she's just asked the mods. So right now you've got Sarah, Alfie, Anne Marie, Tracy.
No, tell her to drop all them out the box, and then I'll go in.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Did anyone hear me, by the way? Because I think I might have broke my mic.
exposed. Don't go in there shouting. Go in there
Miss Forget.
I'm fuming.
I can hear you.
You're still with
what you
us.
want to say. If you're fuming, don't go in. Because
You know what?
Get in there,
You know
girl.
what? Tell her to go fuck herself. I'll tell her I'm going to hold my own life after. I'm not going in yet. I'm not
what you
going.
need to do.
I'll flip out. I can feel
Don't
it.
let
I
them
wouldn't
go
go in.
there.
Yeah, I'm going in.
Exposed. Sorry, can I just say something? Exposed. Sorry, Mandy.
You're right, Roger.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, you're right, mate.
I'm all right, sweetheart.
Good. I was going to say, Mandy, good for you doing your lives, mate. I know people in here don't do it, but people need to stop thinking Donna's a safe place to go about anything.
Yeah, I'm not going in there.
Yeah, don't go in there.
Actually, yeah, that's a better idea. Don't go in and give her the views.
Yeah, if I go in, I know for a fact they'll all be down there. All of them will jump on me. I'll hold my own life.
Exactly. And then you
come and
are going
watch
to
me.
start shouting.
Yeah, and I'll
That's it.
That's her. That's how she was.
They'll rile you up and then.
They've just done to Mandy, so do you think she's going to do that to me? Because now I'm fuming about what she's done to Mandy, so I'm already angry. You know what I mean?
Do you know I'm not bothered about that? I was just
Always do it on your own
that
platform.
Nobody
Yeah, I'm not.
said even a little sorry about it exposed. They want to go at her because she's exposed. When she says, I haven't seen that video yet, she's seen that video.
No, but that's what they're going to try and gaslight me, and what they've done to Mandy already, I'm raging.
I'm not.
Exactly. So don't let her. She'll get you in there, and then she'll be like, "This is what she's like. She's aggressive. She's this. She's that." And then
We'll do our
she
own
ain't worth it.
Can I just
I
say-
blocked her. I would never go on her platform. I wouldn't even give her the time of day.
Exposed. Can I just ask Exposed something quick? If you do talk to Donna, right? Yeah.
Listen, I'm not. I would never
Okay.
speak to that woman or Tony, and that's why they're trying to get me there, because they know they're going to
That's
post
cool.
me, you know what I mean?
My point is that Donna was on her Facebook being like really racist, transphobic, sexual, 12 years ago, whatever, and she said she was in a DV relationship and it was her ex who hacked the account.
Yeah, but Bazzy, this is why. Listen, do you know Donna, yeah?
I know
This is
Donna,
why
yeah.
me and her don't get on, because obviously I was the one who brought that on here.
Yeah,
me
all of them.
and that Grimsby Gobbler, yeah. So she knows, and then I've had murder with her since then.
But
So
what
that's
you've
why.
done,
So obviously
you've
she's
come-
already fuming with me. So if you're going to hold her live about someone, yeah, take it to a mutual ground. Don't take it to someone that hates me. Take it to don't take it to Delusive Angie. She should have brought it to, I don't know.
I did see it. Me and Donna go
Thanks,
way back
Buzzer.
as well, so.
No, that's all right.
Oh, do you?
Right, that's all right.
Oh, yeah.
You're all right,
I'm
Cara.
really
Are you still friends with her?
Can I just
No, I've never been friends with her.
Oh, you're not. All right.
Is this true?
I'll plug my videos. Go and have a look at my videos of Miss Red. They're pretty mocking. Anyway,
Can I-
Andy,
can I-
sorry to
thank
talk over
you,
you.
Buzzer.
Exposed girls. That's all I wanted to say. See you later, Miss Forget. Thanks, everyone. See you later. Bye-bye. Take it easy.
Bye,
Bye,
Yes,
bye, girls.
oh, thank you for going in there, Sarah. Yeah, but do you know, after what she's just done to you and Mandy, yeah, I'm not going in there. You're not holding a live about me for 2 hours, you little.
Well done, Sarah.
Block me, so I can't get in there
Well
to
done,
see
Sarah.
what they're saying. This is what she's done. She's blocked me, so I can't see what they're saying about me. Yeah, so I'm going in there now, and she doesn't think I know what's been said. You know what's been said, Donna, because I've heard and seen it all.
We're strong. It's just that they're not hearing her voice. They're not hearing her voice because they've got a problem with her, and they're all. What it comes down to now is she's being bullied. Do you know what I mean? She's
Mandy, you've
I've
had
been
a
restricted.
violation.
I've been restricted. Thank you, but I want to say anybody.
Have you seen that in the chat
Can you
there?
hear me, Mandy? You had a violation.
What?
Oh my god! Have you seen that comment? How are you allowed to type in that comment?
You're finished. Comment carefully.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm just going to block him.
I can't block him because I'm on my backup.
Wow.
Sorry, guys. Please just ignore the creep in the corner.
They've been blocked, so we can block them ourselves.
Yeah, right, guys, I'm going to go off now and go.
Oh, okay, we'll come and join you. I'll join you on my main.
Yeah, all right, lovely.
We support you.
Right, nice one from me.
Yeah, defo, get up there and do it yourself. You go, girl.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Well done for not conceding to Donna.
Yeah.
You know, if I'd have gone in that box then and I lost it, they're going to go, see, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to go.
100%. You do it on your own
Talk
terms.
about me for an hour, ripping the back out of me, yeah?
Yeah.
So blocked me so I couldn't hear what you're saying. And then after that, you want to unblock me and let me in. My mates have come in there trying to say, no, this is how it was. You fucking muted them and shut them down. So do you think I'm going to give you the thingy now to speak to me? Absolutely not. I'm going to hold my own live, yeah? And I'm going to be able to speak my truth on there without you gagging in and butting in.
I'm proud of you, hon. I'm proud of you. We'll come and see you in a sec.
All right, love. Thanks for having me.
You go, girl.
I'll see you later, guys. Try, love.
See you in a minute.
Yeah, I was like I said, I was going to wrap up like an hour ago, and then obviously all this happened. So I will be wrapping up soon. But I understand that people have joined the block, so if we want to like have a chat for 5 minutes, we can, and then I'll end.
Yeah, cool. I don't really know what Tony's problem is with me, apart from I wouldn't let him in my box because I wouldn't let him further traumatise Exposed. So then that's when he literally jumped on a live and started going in on me, threatening me he was going to ruin my life, he's going to find out where I am, all of this shit. All I did was not let him in a box. Like,
it's an absolute disgrace to men, honestly. Not all men are bad, but men like that make me very wary of them, honestly.
Yeah.
But for him to, then he started firing up a live saying that I was mocking male domestic abuse survivors with all the fucking work I do for male domestic abuse survivors. But what I won't do is, even if he's saying at some stage he's been through it, then that makes you even worse. Because at the same time, you can be a victim and be a perpetrator exactly the same time in different relationships. You can learn behaviour also. So the fact is that you're actually going to try and use that and then go for a woman who lives in a fucking refuge, being me, and hold lives about me, several lives, threatening to ruin my life. And then loads of women. It makes me mad when women actually okay that behaviour. Because if you really care about Tony and you have a conversation with him, be like, do you know what? You're going too far. You're bullying women. You're getting drunk out of your mind. And then you're saying things that are really unforgivable. That's what you do for someone you care about. You don't actually sit there and sit in lives and do all these different things. Like, yeah, to be fair, like, I'm absolutely fine. I was more worried about Exposed. Like, it would take a much taller man to make me scared than Tony. A much bigger man in stature, in actual morals, in, you know what I mean? I don't care who you hang around with. I don't care where you come from. Literally, I've been through too much to be scared by a keyboard warrior who wants to use my name to fire up lives.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He was literally putting loads of comments on everyone's videos yesterday saying, look what Hayley's brought back into Olivia's life while she's pregnant. I've got no problem with Olivia. She used to follow me. I used to follow her until yesterday. It's him doing this to her. It's him that should be at home taking care of her, not dragging her all over the internet. There's no one's used her name at all. I've got literally not one bad thing to say about her even today. Like, literally, 100%. I wish her nothing but the best. But I'm also... yesterday I said nothing. I carried on with my normal life. So I lost my live access last night, I imagine because he kept telling everyone to come for me. So I'm my backup. But even... Yeah, my manager's trying to sort it out today because obviously I didn't do anything wrong. But actually what I was doing last night was talking about a case that needs highlighting because there's a victim. So what he actually did was shut that down. So be proud of yourself, because I'm not going live talking about myself or trying to get clout out of it. I'm actually talking about victims. We were doing a memorial yesterday for a boy who lost his life 9 years ago with his mum in the room when I lost my live access. So that's what he needs to think about.
We've got trolls in.
That's what the state in that live, that it's a two-way thing. He's the one that runs around the app. He's the one that causes the trouble. He's the one that abuses everyone. And then you've got 6 people yelling at me, no, you've got to understand it's all about him. No, it's not. He's responsible for his own actions. All actions have consequences. And a pathetic sorry, and even saying, I've got nothing against Hayley. I think she's really nice. Well, that's not what he showed for the last 16 hours.
Exactly.
He's held 3 lives about me in that time and made several posts about me.
I know, like,
and then was commenting on his own posts about me.
And he still wouldn't answer why did he come after you. That's why I kept asking the same question. If he had a problem with Exposed, that's one thing. Why did he go after Remy and why did he go after you continuously? And it's the same thing that none of them can answer.
He went after
it's
me
on the
because...
internet, like it's... as I usually say, that's the name of my show, don't blame it on the edit because you said it. You said it, Tony. Nobody edited your voice into anything. You told a woman that she belonged in a box. Like, really?
I was live with Miss Baguette and we had a woman come up into the box to explain what had happened to Exposed that night. So then he tried to come in the box, and I accidentally accepted him, so I dropped him out before he could speak. And I said, no, I'm not going to give you a platform to further go against Exposed and further traumatise her after what you've said tonight. And then I blocked him, so he couldn't be there right at that time. And I didn't know how he was going to react the next morning, whether he was going to realise he'd said too much, whether whatever. Like, I didn't know the background of Tony, to be fair. I've never followed him. I didn't know about some of the DV stuff. I didn't know all of that stuff. It was literally the day before, a couple of days before that, I was at No Faces Live. He came up in the box, and then I started getting emails saying, why are you, as a woman in a refuge who sticks up for DV, live with a man who's done that? And I was like, I didn't know anything about that. If I haven't seen any of it, I didn't know anything about him. And I would never have gone in the box if I'd known that. So I have never had any run-ins with him. It was simply I want them in my box.
Can I just make a disclaimer too? Tony will come after me at some point and go, oh, well, she used to follow me. Yes, I used to when he first started up drawing awareness to people on the app. But then I will only judge someone by their own behaviour.
Yeah.
So as things have deteriorated over month after month after month, I will always stand up for the underdog. I will always stand up for what I think is unjust and unright.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for Exposed, and I've always had a lot of respect for Exposed. And in the last situation I had going on in the app, she was one of the only people who had my back vocally. And I got to know her through that. And although she's loud and she's proud, she's also still a woman. And what they did, he's chatting on me, what a surprise. Like, it doesn't bother me. Like, I would rather he was going on me than the other women on the app, because I literally am unaffected by it. I've been up against real monsters in my life. So someone like Tony, it's child's play. Him saying he's going to ruin my life.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? It would take.
And the bottom line is, none of this would have happened if he doesn't go around the app in a drunken state and abuse person after person, week after week after week. Every 3 or 4 weeks this comes up. It's a different target. It's a different subject.
Always
and
woman.
It's him that goes around from live to live and causes the trouble.
Yeah, but it's always
so
women.
If he was struggling and he was having trouble, which was a horrible thing, then he should have left the app. He should have put his family first, and he should not have weaponised his wife to play at that string of saying, look what everyone's done to my wife. Because without him, his wife wouldn't have any of this extra stress or pressure put on her.
And it's the fact that he literally brings it on as well, because like nobody had mentioned Liv at all, but he was tagging her in FYP videos of screen recordings of it. So he aware of it. But
100%.
then blaming obviously other people when that's not the case.
You find as
The only thing sorry, Frankie.
And no one said men's mental health doesn't matter. The whole twist on it's only women, it's never men at all, was a disgusting narrative for them to pull for a 2-hour live.
So over the past few weeks, I've been through something where I was involved with someone who I didn't know had a very incredibly disgraceful criminal past, and that person weaponised away from me, which I didn't know existed. And I think that perpetrators do use the victims, because I think she's a victim as well in this, to go after people. I nearly wasn't here. It's been absolutely disgusting. So for him to do that to her, it's fine. I'm okay now. I'm all right. I've got really good friends who've looked after me. And like you know, I'm disabled and that, and I don't cope with stuff very well. So yeah, he's absolutely disgusted me today. I'm nearly fucking crying to do that to another woman. He's meant to love.
And it's a dynamic where his wife will never speak up against him, because judging by his own conversations that he's had where he has said things like, well, there's discussions to be had, but that's women's business. You need to talk to the women about that.
It's like setting women off.
It's condescending, but he will always, it's him that always drags her into it.
Yeah, it's him that always says, well, I've got a pregnant wife. Well, nobody mentioned your wife, so why do you have to keep bringing her up?
And it's 5 months out till my wife has a baby, and look at all the pressure people on it. Well, then step back then. Angie was the one that did like about a 3-hour live exposing him, that had all his exes on, all that information that when they were in court, and he was told, do not bring it to social media. You might ruin your evidence for court. And his own anger and his inability to control himself, he was the one that ran multiple lives about that. So he created his own trouble And then it goes from, you know, live to live to live to live. But he's now playing the victim because he has a pregnant wife.
But that's the thing, like turning it into something where male victims are being attacked. Like I spent all day every day working for victims, male and female. Actually, in the last week, I've covered more male cases than female. Not always DV, but like vulnerable men who have been killed, etc. So I'm always working for that. So I don't know why it always has to be a twisted narrative. I've never gone against a victim in my life. I've actually several times covered cases of male DV victims because they don't get enough attention.
Yeah.
I also,
in my opinion, he does it.
Mental health.
He did it because he's got men friends, and he thinks that if all the men speak out, that they will drown out the voices of women. And that's my opinion. That's exactly what he's done this time. Is because he doesn't have female friends. He has followers, but not female friends. All his friends are male. So he's used that to get a group of men together to attack women, so that women will sit back and be silenced.
One thing I can't understand the most is if your reputation on this app is supposed to be to out wrong-uns and to protect children, then how are you so fucking angry towards women? Because anyone knows in society, even in the jail system, in the prison, in the criminal world, women and children are off the table. Nobody, even in the prisons I've worked in, men will be so respectful. They'll call you miss. They will do all the right things. They're literally so respectful. And they always say, like literally, we do not go for women and we do not go for children, regardless of DV or anything. It's an actual fact that if you're a man, if you're a gentleman, if you're any kind of father or provider, you do not tear down women, let alone every woman you come into contact with. That is the issue. And when you do that, you lose the right. You lose the argument as a man.
Yep,
and why does he use it as a weapon as well? Like he uses this like peddler thing, like making posters, all this stuff as a weapon. He's like, I'll find out where you live, I'll give your information, we'll find out. Like, you're meant to be hunting down actual predators, and you use it as a weapon against other people. Like that's.
But he also is not. He's not a hunter. He all he did was raise awareness because he was frustrated. So every time someone said that is not the way that the hunting community behaves, you're bringing it into, you're tarnishing it. He's kept saying, "Oh no, I'm separating myself. I mean, I refer any information I get to them, and then they do it." And then he went out and did the opposite.
Yeah,
so his idea was to get Elphaba, to get Paul Breach, to get Sobriety Jack and a list of other people off the app. That hasn't succeeded.
Because he doesn't follow through. He literally makes a poster.
No, because he got himself in trouble with the police because of his anger, because of the way he approached the situation. So he said last night, I've done a million good things on this app, and all that people remember is this one thing I've said. Which one thing? Because he attacked multiple people over multiple hours. So that's just absolute classic denial.
That's the thing, though. The other night, right, I made a video about that Mark, thankfully for Mark, whatever he's called. And I made a video and I said, look, creators need to come together now, whether you like each other, whether you don't, whether you're a drama creator, whatever. We all need to get together to protect children and get this wrong and off the app. So Tony's idea was to take control of the whole thing and then go into lives and start making it about Remy, making it about me, making it about Exposed. And that guy then became a byproduct when he should have been centre focus. And because Tony couldn't control it and be the hero from the beginning and, tell us all what to do, he all of a sudden started attacking all these individual creators. Well, actually, why are we forgetting the man in the middle, the one thing we all should have been working towards? That was my issue. Because I'm trying to protect children. I'm trying to protect vulnerable people on the app. I'm trying to protect people in real life. And he actually wanted to come in like the hero and be like, right, we're all going to do this, we're all going to do that. And then when no one was particularly listening, because everyone knew what to do, really, he started attacking Remy. And then I thought, wow, that's really weird. Why are you making this about Remy? You're even comparing us to this guy, calling us scum of the universe and stuff. And I thought he's going right off track. And
because some men like women to follow what they say rather than say, you've had fantastic ideas, let's go with what you've said. Yet again, it comes back to ego.
Exactly. There needed to be no hero in that situation. It needed to be a crowd of people, everybody working towards the same thing. And everyone needed to be a soldier as part of the same operation. And there needed to be no hero. It didn't need to be about, everyone goes, you're amazing for what you're doing.
And do you find it unsettling when it's the people that call themselves that word? Well, I'm the hero. Oh, really? Like you're famous, like, you're amazing. When people start talking about themselves in that regard, you know that this is an ego-based thing. It is not a topic or incident-based thing.
I feel like if you're always doing good, like I like to think my content is always based around making things better, not worse. But I think the day that I keep going live and going, look how amazing I am, look how great I am, look, everything I do is the best thing, then it becomes very much about let's make me famous, not about the victims I'm talking about. Some people message me and they're like, I can't believe you messaged me back. And I'm like, why? I'm just like a normal person. Like I try to message
I know, you kind of get started. But I'm like, Zach messaged me or he liked a video.
And I think it's that thing where people come in with the idea of I'm going to do it different, I'm going to do it better. Let me point out all the bad behaviours of all the people already on the app. And then they don't get what they want. And, well, if everyone's going low and the next one goes lower, they just give up and they just do the same behaviour.
It's a team thing, isn't it? Like,
because it's like if you can't beat them, join them. Well, that just undermines the whole idea of trying to change the way that things work.
It just infuriates me because I feel like all morality goes off this app. As soon as people come on this app, all morality goes. You can be racist,
100%.
you can be homophobic, you can be like nasty to DV survivors, you can attack women and you'll get no repercussions because you'll have blind people following you because they can't think for themselves.
100%.
And it's the ego of the creators that cause that problem where it literally becomes a thing of people saying, oh, but is it the real world or this is just an app? Let's face facts. It's not a virtual app. It is an electrical communication service which people from the real world use. So the two do combine, the two do cross over. Every time that they try to separate the two, the bottom line is, would you behave like that in real life, in the street, to people? The answer is no. So why should it still be acceptable on this sort of platform?
Yeah. As I said to people in one of my lives once was, like people supporting Pearl and the racism and everything, I said, would you want your family or your friends knowing that you support these people, what these people have said, and that you support them? Would you want them knowing that off the app? And it's like,
would your family or your friends or your workmates think that that's acceptable behaviour?
Yeah.
My mum would bang me out.
Oh, my mum would punch me so hard.
If my mum would be absolutely, my mum, my dad, everyone would be absolutely gutted if they found out I was on live and I was literally thinking it was okay to call black people orangutans. I was literally thinking it was okay to use bananas to weaponize against the black community.
Yeah.
Like I literally just can't imagine. My mum would question my ability to raise my children. Like it just, you know what I mean? How you act on the app should be an extension of who you are in real life. Like I'm obsessed with true crime, always have been. My degree was in this, everything was about this. So when I got the chance to make creation, it seemed better to content around what was passionate to me. And I'm the exact same person on the app. Hey,
and it's how do you access the people that you want to share that information with? It's an electronic app that, you know, gives you access to people worldwide. So it's like a service. It's not two different worlds. And every time they refer to it as two different worlds, then it really does come down to morals.
Yeah, 100%.
Morals and money.
You have to surround yourself on the app with people you would in real life. So I always look at someone, like when I first saw Remy, I'm like, oh my God, I really like her. I like who she is. It wasn't even about her content because it was before she was doing FYP. Same with Miss Baguette. Like I know she's one of the good ones. So I like confide stuff in her. And I literally, so when people like Tony kick off, I'm like, okay, well, I don't really care because he's not my people. These are not my people. They can all talk about me all they want because I know the good people around me know who I am. And they see who I am. So it's not really, I just would never be around these people in real life, ever.
You would never be a part of our community, would you? They're just not good people at all. He is absolutely.
You just wouldn't get away with it in real life. Most of the things they say on this app, like in real life, it'd be like chat shit, get banged. You wouldn't be able to go around. You know, in the street, if we had someone outside in my neighbourhood calling black people horrific names like that and stuff, they would be arrested straight away or something. It just wouldn't be a thing where people are like giggling and going to watch for more.
Between TikTok and real life anymore, can they? So they just think they can say what they want and there will be no consequences, but there will be.
It's just false bravado.
Oh God, yeah, and huge ego, like you said before. Sorry, Dom.
It's 100%. It's all these people with fragile egos that are sucking the life out of this app and poisoning not only their own rooms but everyone else's room because of this ongoing effect. The amount of people in that room that were writing, "Oh my God, you're from Australia, shut up, go away, you need to back down, you need to whatever." This is a global app. This is not
I know,
a...
let me guess what he's saying. Go to Australian TikTok. You can't be on British TikTok.
But that's what I mean. It's so ridiculous. It's like, oh my God, someone's calling me out, so I'll tell them to go back to their own country. It's another extension of being racist.
Well, yeah, no offence. Yeah.
Not listening
Should
to
I have brought that up?
communities.
That I feel offended that they're being racist to me because, you know, they're telling me I can't enter another country. I can't enter a conversation with someone else from somewhere else.
I know.
It's just-
Like, as you said, it's a global app. It's meant to connect people from all over the world. Like, what are people not getting?
Well, you know what the difference too is? On Australian TikTok, half of the behaviour that goes on UK TikTok is not accepted, is banned straight away.
Yeah.
People lose their accounts, people get violations and bans straight up because that is not acceptable here. I don't know why
compared
it's
to
different, but
Australia.
it is.
I've
Oh,
gone
listen,
to
we
Australian
still have
TikTok.
we still have our versions of all the worst people on the app here, but because this is now just degenerating month after month after month as they all copy each other, that's the difference.
It's like
It's
the
quite
cycle
funny
itself
over
is
here.
like TikTok now, isn't it? Just people are just trying to find the way. Sorry, my little boy's autistic. People are just trying to find the worst
for laying down there too,
storylines, the
Emma.
worst things to do, and just carry on doing it and making it worse and making it worse and trying to outdo each other. It makes me vomit.
It's like the thing of saying, you know, like it's like, for example, EQ, oh, well, she's always rude, she always goes low, so that's okay. It's not okay. And the more that thousands and thousands of people keep saying it's acceptable is what has really led. And I did laugh this week because I don't know if anyone else heard us say it. She gave a whole conversation about, my dad said, you're right up here, you're so much higher than everyone else, you're so far above everyone else, you're so much better, no one comes close to you, so that's why people attack you. That's sort of like Elphaba saying, my mum says I'm allowed in the women's toilets, and Mama Cass saying, my mum said I didn't do anything wrong. She's a 36-year-old grown woman, so if her dad is still telling her that she's better than everyone else that she associates with, look back to where the problem is for people that haven't been taught no, or how to be polite or kind or courteous to other people. Because they all say, I only retaliate, I never started off. How often does anyone come on this app and like Lisa said in the other live, and say, I'm an idiot, I screwed up, I did wrong, I will do everything I can to change the way that I handle things? No one. Every single fragile ego on this platform comes with, well, I'm only retaliating.
If I make a mistake, I stand up to it and say where I'm wrong and try and do better and get educated. Not many people do though, but I think an intelligent, normal, grown human can.
Same.
Yeah.
It's important as well because you're like, when you make it, like every human being is going to make a mistake, aren't they? But like when you make a mistake, you know, obviously I'm not speaking about the kind of mistakes, you know, that Pearl's been doing. I'm not talking about that level. But when you do make a mistake, you learn from it and then you don't do it again, and that's just part of being a human and growing as
That's what it means, isn't it? You're not going to do it again. You're going to learn from it. That's what I think. Yeah.
It is the exact way that it should work. A mistake is the first time. If you continue to do the same behaviour, well, then that's a choice. And really, it is the definition of insanity to try to do the same behaviour again and again and expect a different result. It literally is the meaning of insanity.
Yeah. And stop
And that's
blaming
what's
mental health.
permeated its way all the way through the app.
Can we stop normalising just blaming mental health as well?
Well,
Like, mental health
everyone's,
doesn't
I
make
have
you a bad
mental health.
person.
Yeah, everyone has mental health. It's whether you have good or bad mental health. But mental health doesn't make you a dick. Your behaviour makes you a dick.
Yeah.
That's
Doesn't
the
make you a
difference.
awful person.
No,
And
it's
if your
not.
mental health is affected, come off the app and don't get these creators.
Do things
This
about
is
And
just
why
an app.
why do under
All the
40
time.
creators get to say thousands of people need to leave the app because I'm behaving appallingly? If you don't like the way I appallingly behave, leave the app.
Yeah.
Take 40 people out of this app and the whole app would change.
Exactly.
Because I know that the viewers expect better, and that's why I always speak up. If I've ever joined any lives, it really comes from speaking up about, well, what about the viewers? While you all ego bash each other, what about the perspective of the viewers? So I literally came onto this app because I actually joined Delusive Angie's live. because she was literally interviewing a peddler from Australia over like about a 4-hour live because Tony had done it the day before and he got lots and lots of gifts. So she wanted to do the same thing. And even though we came in and explained, it came up as a secondary thing, comparing, bad behaviour to Elphaba at the time, which he was chasing, and it snowballed into something so much more. Stop talking about it. If you want to raise awareness, this is the person's accounts. That's it. That's the awareness. Anyone with any information, collect it, send it to the Australian Federal Police. That's where it needs to be.
Someone tell Paula that her little minions are welcome as long as they send a heart me upon arrival, okay? Just reading her comments now, it's really funny because, like, this post is not a lie. That's the
Is this Pearl? Yeah, is this Pearl's? Any Pearl's clan coming over? Welcome, racist enablers.
I'm
sure glad you support a massive racist on the app.
Yeah, I'm sure you can come in, grab a coffee. You can enjoy this platform where racism is not tolerated.
Yeah, this is called having morals.
You're very welcome here, and I will make sure that you will not receive any hateful behaviour against you, because I respect people, unlike the life you just came from.
I was just about to say that popping and say he's yelling.
Yeah, welcome racist enablers.
Can I just apologise too if I'm screaming? Everyone gets Sarah screaming. I'm deaf in one ear and I'm on headphones because it's like 9 o'clock at night here.
Yeah,
so I was like a lunatic walking around the backyard.
Hello.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
You know what we're talking about, EMP?
I've just come on about a few minutes ago and caught most of it.
Yeah, so we've got a guy who...
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. I don't want to get banned on this account.
We can't get banned on our backups.
I know, yeah, I'm terrified. How are you, darling? You okay?
Yeah, you?
I'm all right, thank you. I haven't listened to your voice note this morning, by the way, but I will in a minute because I've been immersed in this.
yeah, it's cool. I saw that you're online and I came in.
Thank you.
I'll have a nose here. Are these people that you're talking about actively on TikTok?
Yeah. I'll pop them in a private message to EMP, so I'm not advertising their names, but two of them are on there on that big screen.
I just before this, is this the same chat that you were on about 5 minutes ago with something else? Like.
Oh yeah, I'm still speaking about the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, there was when I came on about 10-15 minutes ago, I put in a chat, this girl was talking about her what happened to her in the past, about her being raped, if you know what I mean. And I actually put in the chat, be careful what you say when you're saying that word. You don't want to say it out loud. You don't want to get banned. And I got... the comment was removed due to...
Yeah, the AI's changed. We discussed it earlier. I think it's like oversensitive now, and we've got all the new keywords that we changed them to try and get us past it.
Yeah.
It's like if you send a direction, like if you say, let's hit the road, it'll take it off because it's saying, oh, well, you're going to attack the road. And you're like, it says hit the road, like not hit someone.
Oh,
like so. If it's a directive that you're giving since the algorithm's changed, that's what the sort of connotation that it's taking all these different things off. Let's go here, or you can't say go and check out someone's. Like you've got to word it differently because if you say you're directing someone to someone else's account, like go and have a look at, or go and check out, that gets deleted.
Getting crazy. It's easier to get banned. So much easier now.
It is, but I mean, if you're not saying horrible things, you'll be fine. But I've noticed that since these new regulations have came in, there's been a lot of people who have been usually kind of evading the bans, like people who should definitely have been banned, and they've been getting banned, which is great. Because
I don't know if you identify where you're from either. Like, I don't know if that's a thing. Earlier on in your live, I was trying to say thanks for telling me about Yorkshire pudding. I don't understand. I'm from Australia, and every time I put in "I'm from Australia," the whole thing kept disappearing, and I was like, "Well, I can't say that." Like, do you know how you start the question? Is it because I said thanks? Is it because I said where I am? Like, just things that you could use, last week that all of a sudden just disappear.
Yeah, like the snail emoji. Be careful with that one because that's what I got one of mine for.
But cruelty to animals. We're not allowed to talk about animals. But you can have them in your title. You can have them in your account name, but you can't put them in the chat. So previously you can't put like the vomiting emoji, either of anything with green on it. You can't put them in the chat because that always gets you removed or a violation.
No more
I'd watch as well because no doubt Pearl's.
I am going to go in a minute. I can't believe I've been on it and it's 12 o'clock and I've done absolutely nothing. I'm terrible.
Same. Right, I'm going, guys. Love you all. Thanks for guests.
Yeah, let's go as well.
Take care.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for letting me join. I appreciate it.
Thank you for letting me
Sarah.
join.
I'll be staying on for a few more minutes because I'm finding this situation really funny.
All right, darling.
One last thing before I go. Pearl is a massive racist, and anybody that supports her is a racist enabler. So, bye, Miss Baguette. Thank you for having me on.
Well,
bye.
Everyone's leaving me, so I guess I will. I will. That's a sign for me to, go and do the housework that I really, really need to do. I'm just sat here looking at the stuff that he's doing. Thank you, everybody. I feel these lives are just so important. And now that I'm going to do a Tony, now that there's 410 people in here, thank you, Pearl. One thing that you have done that I can actually thank you for that has been worthwhile, sending people over here and hopefully listening and absorbing the information that the live that you did come from is a very toxic place. And you would never be protected in that live. If you went up and had an opinion that didn't align with the host in that live, you'd be allowed to be attacked in there because that's the kind of place that it is. And I don't think anybody should ever align with a racist, and especially a racist that does it twice. One time I could maybe think, yeah, I'll give you another chance, but doing it twice, you've kind of sealed the envelope to your fate there. And I'm shocked at I don't know. I'm just looking at her box now and Top Girl's in there. Carl is in there. Like, what are you doing? Oh, the delusive one's in there as well. But what were you doing? Like, it's mad. It is madness. And I'd love to know if these people would align with the type of people like that in real life because, geez, I just couldn't imagine it. And especially, I'm seeing people in this box that have been affected. Like I've physically seen it with my own eyes. They've been affected by hate crimes on this app. And they're sat in her box. And this live was never even meant to be about Pearl. That's the funniest thing. I just wanted to put a poster up. I just wanted to put the green screen up of the poster that was created a couple of months ago regarding these people. I was just showcasing the design. And obviously Pearl's taken it as a diss. And, well, great, because I'm glad that she is aware of it. I'm so glad that she's aware of it because I never actually knew if she was aware of this poster. Now I know that she is. Fantastic. There'll be plenty more where that came from because I totally forgot how fun it is to make posters, I did. But let me just let you up because I love you. But you're not connecting.
I'm always connecting. Hello. I was just checking you were okay, girl.
I'm great. The only thing I'm not okay with is that I've got like 2 hours until I have to leave the house, and I've got definitely more than 2 hours of shit I need to do before I do. But
that's the thing, innit? When you go live, it goes into other areas, and you've just got to keep it going. Or
yeah, I don't mind. I'm not like, oh my God, I can't.
Oh, I know you don't mind. I
could have gone at any time, but I think it's just important. And I think especially if another live's happening at the same time, like the red one, I'm more than happy.
Yeah. So people have somewhere to come and talk as well.
Yeah.
Thank you, Charlie's Oxygen, and lots of love to Charlie's Oxygen. I hope your little lad's feeling better today, sweetheart.
Right? And he's like, I'm like,
hello.
Right?
Jessie, tu tua mãe, Clis,
No, like,
Marty, did you mean to request? You're in the box. We can hear
he's
you.
like, I know, it's just like, age is just a number. I'm like, whoa.
Oh, no,
Stuff
it's
escalated a whole
this
lot
is
quick
interesting.
there.
Let's listen.
Yeah.
Oh, Baguette, that could have been some really good gossip.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. But Marty MacArthur, you are live on Channel 4. Please do not swear. But we
Sweet.
We
Sweet, you're just as nosy as I am. You bad girl.
That's my biggest fear, you know. It's actually happened. Like, I have genuinely woken up in the morning and been in someone's box.
Hi, Miss Baguette.
Oh, hey, Kiki.
Hello. I was wondering what that age was just a number was about then, but will we allow that? Because it could be in context.
I was like, hey, up, what's going on here?
I just wanted to quickly say, first of all, thank you for doing this live this morning. I missed most of it because I was over at Remy's, but I saw some of it. So it was actually really nice and really refreshing and kind of warming to see. Love it. Because I've got a little point. Now, I'm hoping this comes out right and is taken the right way. Yesterday, after the whole Carla thing, when everybody left the cult, or not everybody, but groups of people started leaving the cult, I was really impressed because I was like, this is what it should be. Outrage should mean moving, leave these people if you're outraged by something. However, I was also thinking, wouldn't it be lovely if when these people did racist things, it had the same reaction? When these people were coming at certain creators, it would have the same reaction, which we just don't get. Now, that's taken nothing away from Carla and her situation, because I really felt for that. But I'm like, can we not have the same reaction, please? And I wonder how long it will take to get the same reaction. So seeing you up this morning, actually re-highlighting it and bringing it back to this was lovely. And plus, I just had a look when you said Pearl was on live. And I'm sure, and I don't know why, she could have been saying or defending, but is Carla not in racist Pearl's box?
It's really good like that. She does let other people have their opinions. She does highlight things and she doesn't let things go, which is admirable traits.
Yeah, I'm wondering if anybody actually listened to RP's live, because I did see, like I said, Carla in there. So I'm wondering.
I've recorded it. So as soon as I seen in my chat that she was live, I went in. Like, I'm not listening to it. It's on quiet, but I'm recording it. So
I don't want to make assumptions as to why Carla's in there, because it could be for any reason and she could be there defending. But I'm just wondering again, do we only have outrage towards certain issues? And if it's not that issue, are we okay to go and be around these people?
That's the thing, you see. We all have different morals, and people are going to spark up on different things. It would be nice that we all kind of had the same moral fibre and outlook. It really would. I'd love to see it carry on, and we need to keep pushing forward regarding the racism on this app, the homophobia on this app. It all needs to be highlighted, not just, Angie's had a fallout with someone.
And that's what it is for me. It's about equality. If I know a creator who is racist, sexist, discriminatory in any way towards the gay community or other communities, you're not going to see me in their box. I'm not just going to say I'm only avoiding the racists because that impacts me, or I'm only avoiding people with disabilities because that impacts me. I'm going to back away from everybody. So I get a bit disheartened when I see certain people that we backed in certain boxes. But like I said, I will.
Yeah, I get what you're saying on that 100%.
Still, I know why they are in that box. But anyway, I'm going to go up. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Miss Baguette.
See you later, Kiki.
Like ya.
Frenchies, I'm not sure if you're still in here, but I've just glanced
she's on a rant now.
No, I'm not. I'm actually not, I'm not I'm at the screen and you're being discussed in Pearl's comments. So I'm certain that you are a topic of conversation in there at the minute. Which is interesting because
Hang on a minute. Frenchie,
yeah.
Frenchie, the guy who implied that Fat Freak was a pred. Frenchie.
Yes.
Oh. No, I don't think you're an enabler. I think you're a cunt.
But yeah, I just want to point out that this is very a very good thing to think about. Like, Angie will have you in her box when you suit her. She will have you there, and she will, you know, let you come in and cause controversy. You know, you are great at causing controversy, but she you know, she's sat in that live. She's in the box there right now, and you know, you're only useful to Angie when it suits her.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
I wish that people would like realise it quicker. Like
When
Carl-
Savage was live yesterday, babe, fucking Life on the Edge was in there, silent as a little church mouse. Do you know what I mean? When Angie went live a few minutes later on, she was back in Angie's. Oh, Angie. Oh.
Hey, you've just been mentioned in Pearl's Live. Someone called Martina has just said someone just called Frenchie. See you next Tuesday.
Yes, and I mean it.
Hi,
He is.
Martina.
Oh, my little bunda. Mwah. Not Frenchie. He's not my little bunda. My little bunda. Frenchie, you really need to apologise to Fat Freak. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and is Fact Freak in here? Because that did, you
If
know,
Fat Freak is in here, then
you can, because what you said to him was absolutely just disgraceful.
that man has done more to raise awareness than you could ever dream of. Just because he highlighted that Pearl's a racist.
Pearl's a racist.
I am.
Who's on the last couple of breaths? What are you?
I'm not on my last couple of breaths, darling. I can keep going for days. I'm having an inhale. I'm inhale. I've got good lungs, mate. I like to get my nicotine through.
Yeah, same. Like, you've heard my lung capacity when I'm singing. I can hold those notes for an extended amount of time. Like,
You are a tiny Pavarotti.
my lung capacity is high.